Shua, Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. We thank both of you guys for being here with us today to help us celebrate this wonderful occasion as we open our Wood County office. It's definitely a pleasure to be able to have the both of you join us here today. Once again, you're breaking history as the first statewide elected official to be able to join us at the Hmong community of Wood County, and we are so happy and graced to have your presence here. Lieutenant Governor,
first.
Yeah, so they want you
somebody.
Here we go. All right.
You forgive him because he bought it. It's just juice.
Just speak Hmong, and you just speak English.
Just a short remarks afterwards in English.
Lúc nào dùng xe nít chờ tuần nào thế, bây giờ tụi mong chờ mong lâu nhớ rồi và lúc làm nào thế, lúc nào biết tuần nào giờ tuần ba và chia tao lúa, nào giờ chơi rồi rồi giờ lúa, lúc nào đi làm tăng, rồi đi lúc và còn hồ là giờ lúc office tuần nào, lúc biết tuần là bây giờ này giờ chỉ để cho nó cho và tàn thọ chúng ta chờ luôn tu đã biết tin này chỉ bao công chữ biết tu thế chờ nó giờ là chúng ta bỏ thế cho lo sẽ được vấn đề biết thế là cái tua họ chờ nên sẽ được chọn cử trên chúng nó chọn lúa rồi là khi tàu lúc càng họ chờ vào hồi tuần rồi nó nhau cuộc khảo đi nó này thì cái này cho chỉ luôn đã sẽ là chọn cử để cả là nhau nó là cả là nhau cả nhau nhau đây nhau trong thiên này thì bồi trongไอ้ตัวติดเชื้อติดเชื้อติดเชื้อติดเชื้อเชื่อหัวน้อเราก่อนนี่เราป้อเหี้ยเราคุ้มครองก่อนเราจะรู้ละเนี่ยแต่น้อก่อนเลยมั่วเกสิโตจงเราเป็นหนักติดจืดเนี่ยเรารู้เยอะรู้จอนน้อเรารู้สันน้อก่อนแล้วเรากูได้จีเราก่อนตองแต่รู้เชื่อสาเนี่ยเจ้าเราก่อนตองล่าหลีจืดอีเราก่อนมั่วเยอะเท่าไปเต็มตุ้งหนวกเกินต้องเกินเดิมเราเกี่ยละเกี่ยหลวงเกี่ยนอกเกี่ยหออีปอยากจานเดินเนี่ยตัวลูกพวกเขาดีน้ำมูลยัดตอนเตะอีอะไรเหลือขอเที่ยก็เป็นเชื่อเลยว่าเราจีเราเจอจวนที่จะกินนักก้าวหูนักก้าวเนี่ยจังเช่นเนี่ยติดปวดเชียงหมูนี่เราว่าเราจิมว่าโปรจิมว่าตัวจิมว่าสายจิมว่าโลตัวก้าวหัวเด้อจงมาจิกวดเตโรจิกวดเตอส่วนนี้จะสเต็ปกันเชื่อเลยจวนที่จะกินนักก้าวหูนักก้าวเนี่ยจงนะ
A few words of blessing.
Oh, is this the?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Just
All right.
This is a short few remarks, and then you'll do the main remarks.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really honored to be here today, especially just realizing that I'm the first statewide elected official to be here. It's important that all of our leaders understand the cultural contributions that the Hmong community is made to the entire state of Wisconsin. It makes us all stronger. It makes us better as a state, and we still have so much farther to go. And I'm excited to be here today with you, but I'm also even more excited to continue to be on this journey with you all. So it's so good to see so many friends from events in the past, and I look forward to seeing everybody again soon.
Họ chỉ công chỉ tiệm mong nữa chỉ tiệm mi pin nạp để tiệm để cái chỗ chỗ về để chúng ta chỉ tiệm đó làm cái họ tiệm tiệm mà tiệm ra tiệm suy vi đa vi bỏ vi flow vi tổ vi sai vi lô cái gì cái củ hết trời của nhau yêu của một đơn giản đi trong tổ lúc chỉ nông một tổ phải ra củ hết tê còn một tổ chết tê tên chết toàn chết chỉ nó một bỏ lúc nào cho rồi sẽ được là nhau nó là nhau cả nhau cũng nhau đây nhau trong trên này tiệm phô trong tận đi chỉ flow tất cả chỉ tin đồ. Okay.
All right.
So, Boss and you can follow us. We'll go in there and then we'll proceed in there for the opening ceremony.
Your welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Mary. How many events at this event? 有啥咩就是当我估计佢都不談咗個項目不用啥，但是佢non咩好，佢哋之後都做俾講啦有啥佢都這啲啲咯，咩就最有啥都係做嘛 ตอนเด็กเราจด班 staff 比较 staff 到 office เราก็因为我好像上课เลยฉันจะ可以到到 office หน่อย我而家比較 staff job ตอนเด็กเราจะ三個如果好孬咯，三個如正咯，有一個車辦咗俾排蒙一好如咗好 rapid 咯，有冇見有下個車多插班俾我手咯，俾如果好俾我呢個一組幾辦咗俾我咁樣俾下，俾三個俾如果好孬有一個車咗俾就蒙咗好咗咯，俾辦合掉俾辦到。Again, I'm really happy to see everybody. It is great to see HAC expand. It is awesome to see how much diversity and communities we have been able to serve in the past couple of years, from the Hispanic families to Hmong families to any families that come our way. And I'm truly happy. Thank you.
My apologies, I forgot to 我就俾咗多車俾巴路that I'd like to thank the Hmong American Center staff for setup of the event today. I'd also like to thank Wakma for their donations as well. I'd like to also thank Solak security team for doing a wonderful job as our security for today, and also Village Deli and Lila for the catering. And don't forget, we do have refreshments out here in the front, so please help yourself to those. And I believe we do have door prizes as well, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so where should we go and enter for those?
So they would have to fill out that questionnaire in the back. They would have to talk to all the staff that is here, and they get a signature, they get a chance for a drawing. It's courtesy of Wakama, who was able to purchase those for us, so to express a deep appreciation to them as well too.
Thank you, Elaine. So yes, I encourage everyone to do that as well, so that you can get entered into that drawing. Next here, I would like to invite Noshaw Shong from the Wisconsin Lao Veterans of America to come and also provide some remarks. Noshaw Shong. Oh, sorry.
Good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Nasho Xiong. I behalf of the Hmong leader in the community and also the Hmong Lao veteran of American Incorporation who are here today. First of all, I would like to thank you for Director Yilang and to invite me and to join this ceremony today. And also, I really appreciate for the staff who work very hard for to open this grand opening today. And I really appreciate for Lieutenant Governor. I know that you're very busy. Today is Sunday, it's Easter too, and you take a time come to join this ceremony or speak some very good word for the Hmong community and also us. That's very nice for us. And I would like to tell you a little bit about all the Hmong people, why we come to this country. You know that we try to participate with the American CIA to fight that war. We come to this country. But a couple of years ago, all my friends, also General Wang Pao and many leaders passed away. Very sorry for our elder people who come from Laos to them. So now you, the younger generation, are able very support you guys to continue to keep our Hmong people legacy, why we come to this country, what the culture did. That is is the younger generation and all the community. I like everybody should be doing that. Let me talk a couple words Hmong. I just already showed. Rong xia chập lời rồi cho mình nhỏ thế cho cái sự là quý tử hay là này thì giờ này có thể giả chỉ trong quý tôi chơi này cho nó ít chơi không cho có tôi chơi pe tua thì u tua pe chia xuyên trong rồi này hay thì pe kia tua pe cho này tua cẩn đó tua bỏ thì chỉ bảo mình นี่เจ้านี่มั่ว ลูกเขาหมดเที่ยวปอมเด้หมดดาตัวเป็นยังเราไปฉีดเป้าเลยตัวเลยจะกินมันที่ตัวมันนี่อีจะย่อเราเจอแต่มันนี่จะยังมันนี่ชัวเสียที่สิ่งไหนจังเลยเนี่ยพอเดี๋ยวมันจะยังอีจะอีตัวสิ่งไหนจะเลือกที่ช่องเลยตัวเจ้าที่เจ้าเนาะนี่ตัวเกิน到เกิน到นี่ตัวเจ到เจ到นี่有某ที่เจ้าตัวเราว่าพัสดุเจ้าหมู่ท้องเปลือกเนี่ยเต้เราเจ้าตัวหมู่ต่อละจะขอมาจะไปรู้หอบเพี้ยถอไปเขียตัวไอ้เจ้านี่ตัวไปจะเหล่านั่นไอ้นู่นเราต่อก่อนนี่เฉยเจ้ารัวเจ้าเราจะหายแล้วขณะนี้ขอด้านนั้นก็คือสิ่งเล็กสิ่งเกี่ยวกับสิ่งที่สิ่งนี้จะจะอยู่หลักคิดขึ้นที่นี่จะเลยไปอย่าไปจอมไปหน้ามาจะหายรู้จะเกี่ยงอะไรแต่ละจะปล่อยละจะนี่จะไม่ปล่อยยาหมดที่เลยนี่ตัวนี้เนี่ยตัวกูเนี่ยที่จะนี่นะตัวเป็นมงจะก็เลยแก่ตัวเป็นจานนั่งเห็นยังตัวที่จำในการนะโมเลยตอนที่ช่วยขอยาที่ยังเขาตัวละนี่ว่าจะเวทุเราวิตัวเชยในที่ยาลีนู่นน่ะที่นั่นวิจัยแล้วนี่เพราะฉะนั้นว่าชี้ยาเลยมันเจียเดียวไปชี้เชยเที่ยวเขาเนี่ยเขาจึงจังเนี่ยว่าฟ้าเนี่ยเราเชื่อว่าที่เจียเสียเดียลุงตัวเดียอาเต้เนี่ยเต้จีป้า公也只有เรา到保护保养搞那我那จีก็ยา那จีนู่นน่ะเตอป้าจี要长度的那叫说摸了牙当的搞那我那จี了搞那么给新正些西路西巴นี่ปอจอเราก็ได้อยากตัวจียอมันจอปัจเจรอชิคอร์ปอเรชั่นรอว่าเกมันนี่เที่ยวหมดต่อนะไอ้ถ้ามาเดี๋ยวจนเราว่าเราเชียร์นี่จะมุ่ง follow ที่เจนนี่จะที่ชิมบอกจอเราเลยจนต้องจนเตอเลยเจนเราที่ชิยัวเลยได้ฐานเราเนี่ยซื้อเดี๋ยวก่อนนี่เชื่อเลยตัวเราตั้งลูกเชื่อย่อเราก็เชื่อเลยจนมั่วเรามากะว่าไอ้ยอป้าเราเป็นตุ้นหยกเกินต้องเกินแต่คือตัวนอกตัวเราอู้นอกีฬากีฬากับเป็นยากกันเพียตัวเรารวยยากเรารู้เยอะรู้ยอมเราหมดเลยตอนเที่ยตอนนี้เรารู้ว่าจะปั้นนี่สินั่งตัวเราเชื่อตัวนู้นนะก็เชื่อตัวที่จะกินนักก็ผมจะกินนักก็เยอะจังนั้นแต่กูรู้นะที่ซื้อthank you for listening and all the staff and also my friend and the younger generation who are here today may God bless you thank you
Thank you, Nashua, for those words of encouragement. Ochana, potero Nashua. Oh, okay. All right, so now we have Ming Shong from Wisconsin United Coalition of Mutual Assistance, who will also be providing us with some special words. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Hello. I'm going to say a few remarks in Hmong first. Nha Zhong, ta shu de bisho to ya pao ha zi big do Lieutenant Governor Barnes. Ha bin cho de pu yu ma cho ge mi to ko bin no yi nu jing yin ya. Mi bu dao da tao bei shi kong de xin jing sha ha bei lu o zu ha lu ke le bi cha le mong da wa ya dan de ya ye o cha lu na shu ge ya lu ku lu cho biết cho cái hả biết cho hồ là biết cho chiều anh chị phụ biết cho lâu hay dọn biết cho lâu rồi phụ biết cho hồ biết thay đổi tàu cho nhà tận tình nó okay so cứ cho sáng thì nó là ta còn tôi bắt hàng thì nên hiểu họ tàu cho cứ tua họ ở bên đường bên hai ở trong đó. Good afternoon, everybody. For those who do not know me, I am Ming Zhang, the first female executive director of WACMA. It's a really long name, I'm not going to repeat it. I'm just so thrilled to be here. And I really want to quickly give a little history of my journey with Yilang. I moved to central Wisconsin 5 years ago, not really knowing what was here for me. I didn't know that it was a hidden gem in Wisconsin and how much talent we have here. We are so lucky, you guys. We have Lada, we have Panya, we have Mary, we have Yilang, we have so many other leaders. We have Mary Tao, we have Kuher, we have so many leaders here to leverage. And I am so blessed that in the work that I've done in the last 5 years, I've been able to build relationships and really build community action here in central Wisconsin. So it's a very full circle for me that Hmong American Center is opening their first satellite office today. This is huge, you guys. You know, when we talk about momentum and milestones, this is one of them. And it might seem small, but it means a lot to the community. And so I just want to say, Yilang, I'm so proud of you. I know you work tooth and nail every day. He dedicates his whole life to this work. And He's just amazing. He's younger than me, but I look up to him as a brother and as a mentor as well. For those who don't know, Yiling is actually one of our youngest executive directors in the state of Wisconsin, but he is one of the most passionate, strong individuals that I know, and I'm so blessed to have him as a brother and as also my board president. I don't think there's anything that he and I don't do together in the community, but again, that goes to show that we need to open your hearts. We need everybody along this journey with us. We need to do it together, in unity, in collaboration, in partnership. And we're not here to take anything away from anybody. We're here to leverage each other, utilize each other, and to build and elevate each other through the work that we do. And so I'm so happy. I'm just gonna read a quote really quickly because that's who I am. And I thought it was very fitting for today. A true community is not just about being geographically close to someone or part of the same social web network. It's about feeling connected and responsible for what happens. Humanity is our ultimate community, but everyone plays a crucial role. So I want to thank everyone here at Wisconsin Rapids for continuing to champion your community, opening the doors for us to come here to join you, elevate you guys. This is a really great day, and it's beautiful outside. It's hot in here, but it's so beautiful outside too, and it's just because today is such a beautiful day as well. So thank you so much for having me, and I'm so excited to continue to do this work alongside everybody in this room. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mary. We can't say enough about your words of inspiration for our community. We really need that. Next, we will have a round of applause for Mandela Barnes, Lieutenant Governor of the state of Wisconsin.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for having me today. I'm really excited to be here, and you mentioned it being Easter Sunday, and I couldn't think of a better place to spend the day, given the fact that Easter is about rejuvenation, rebirth, starting anew, and that's exactly what's happening here.
Hey, that was a lot.
I know, I'm sorry. You told me one sentence at a time, and I just
That was
didn't.
the whole paragraph.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I forgot.
Thank you for.
我们说在唱个咩到不咩都是系咯，到做到挪下那个呀，路 Easter 下嘅呀，啥大的那嘢，那带那湖那个有比多差。
Well, Yiling, just want to thank you for all your hard work, as everybody else has thanked you. It's just good to see you all across the state, and to be in one more place, it just means that one of us is in the right place at the right time.
而咧，我個做下個到嗰個通路死我。
All right. Also want to take a moment to acknowledge some of the other attendees we have here. Want to acknowledge now Xu Zhong, President of the Wisconsin Law Veterans of America. Thank you for always sitting next to me at every event.
我照住我說，跟我說過做個鳥做做個做好咧嚇。
Nang Hu Zhong, Hmong 18 Council President.
你會個你佢向佢要不談做個語冇個語性。
We'll just read along. Let's just make this easier. We could have done this from the start. We'll just read it together.
Why not?
There'd be no confusion. Vang Long Ji Vang.
我忘了寫翻，佢要弄不談做個Marietta County。
Yep. Lee P. Tao, Wood County Board of Supervisors.
李寶湯，佢要 Wood County Board Supervisor。
And last but certainly not least, all the veterans who are here with us today as well.
他當初咗佢都做佢當做俾講咯。
The work that every single one of you do for the community is not a notice. I want to applaud you all, and also to remind you that the work doesn't just end in the community. The impact is felt all across the state.
他當初咩做到佢咩幫助路 community 嗰時路這上佢咩我咩啲後嚟我俾政府到下
补还包住一个被我们说的照。
So again, I want to highlight the wonderful work that the Hmong American Center does.
一个啥啊，还看中一个在 Hmong American Center 个如果我到路了。
The community serves as a resource center for its members and to the surrounding communities through collaboration, through cooperation, and leadership.
一路过户么，这样一路过户个么给是帮助北海多年个鸟户这个上喏，一个北么给帮助哈北么给是常常做了类类的路是帮，哈叫路community 喏。
The center engages in economic, social, and multicultural development.
一路过户喏这边帮助策划个给喏好给是帮操哈做策海多年。
I'm proud to say that the center is nothing short of an essential community asset, working to provide quality services and facilities, all while celebrating Hmong culture.
好路路红罗这只呀，路个你过去你过梦到呀，你帮到做北海多年咯，他个帮到做呀个他么查做北水块路甚至他么查做北路参加北海蒙的。
From providing tax assistance, we got 1 day left, to food vouchers, to scholarships, to COVID-19 testing, and so much more. The HAC is doing tremendous work for the Hmong communities of Wisconsin.
伊呀个个红蒙那边帮到的呀，给帮我些就从印度这边给喏的些嘛的，他边么他路个红蒙那么帮给人家家的帮助么用那又好，他帮助给更到更大，就当了好，就帮助给个么过干么可别哈，因为到样子了哈。
And then the reason we're all here today, to celebrate the Wood County office opening. Approximately 1,000 Southeast Asian community members, the primary clans being the Canes and the Taos, but as many as 18 clans call Wisconsin Rapids Wood County home.
有老那个一旁都多年个 Southeast Asian， 鸟湖路城咯，这路城都是路county 咯，但是飞到等一下就冇看下冇错，因为因为那个别个以前的，但是那个有好下到 Wisconsin Rapids 咯，我哋菜个帮鸟好。
For over a decade, the Hmong community here in Wood County lacked association or representation, which caused struggle to find adequate services to address the needs of the Southeast Asian community. In the fall and winter of 2021, the Hmong community of Wood County reached out, all on their own, to the Hmong American Center and asked for the services to be expanded right here to Wood County. And the opening of this office signifies HAC's first step in expanding its services to Wood County, Wisconsin. April is Hmong Heritage Month, so there's really no better time to celebrate the opening of this new office and to reflect upon the sacrifices that the Hmong population selflessly made for the United States.
Thì lúc đó thì nó thì lúc đó thì cái bên YouTube bên mong tình từ bên mong lúc này ha bên tại toàn hình mong thì nói chỉ là coi cứ có cái mà từ đó sẽ coi trong trong lại cái bên đồ số ta nó nhau ok đồ cái lúc còn hồ nó ha lúc sáng từ bên là bên chỉ để cái bộ cho bên tôi để cho nó ha tàu cho kế phát minh cái vấn đề.
We should also celebrate the rich, diverse, resilient, vibrant culture of Hmong Wisconsinites, an important part of our state's identity.
Thì còn nói cái giới khoa sẽ chính cho biết rồi cho từ cái bây giờ chủ yêu chủ bây giờ chủ bán biết cho từ cái bên yêu chủ cái bên bên Hải Mông culture là chỉ bên chọn mông là mà cái nhau của Wisconsin nói giới khoa cái chỉ chính hiện cho bên chọn tuần này nó cho cái bên chủ các bên cố gắng mà.
With over 50,000 Hmong residents throughout Wisconsin, we are proud to have the third largest Hmong population in the entire nation.
Trong cái chỉ cho tháng này nhớ của Wisconsin nó bé lu sẽ nó là lu sẽ cứ bé giàu sáng hiện hoặc là bé giờ năm bé rồi tới thằng cả nó cái mong trong trại.
The Hmong community plays a tremendous role in our state's history, culture, economy, and livelihood.
Để cho mình cả nó thì bé chọn mong thì cho cái mong cái sự cái bán sang bán đồ sang cho nó bán đồ ô thao nó chữ tức là.
And with all we have to celebrate, we must also acknowledge and recognize the pain of the Hmong community, along with the wider AAPI community members, and the rise in targeted attacks over the last couple years.
Bên YouTube bên tôi ok bên YouTube bên YouTube là thường là sẽ bên YouTube báo hạt ta cái chấm món nó mà giờ anh chấm món cứ tôi tới chừng nói chuyện tôi yêu dùng gì nên tôi đi khó nhiều cái này cái bên giờ tao nó là để cho cái bên mong sẽ bên tao còn tiền chú bên cho tôi này cái tôi cái tết chạy xe tôi này để bên số tài được ship còn tiền trả ship bán tàu.
And it was sadly a part of a trend that we've seen in this state and across the nation. It was fueled by reckless leaders and racist acts.
Thì khỏi cái sát trong là nó tại do in một cái chuyên sâu tại bây giờ tôi lúc học là mà thì để cái nó để tao ở cái trong nó để tao suy nghĩ hồi để mình can để khỏi chuẩn bị sẵn sàng tôi.
But unfortunately, this isn't new, and that's why I'm proud to be a part of an administration that has centered equity intentionally in every aspect of the work that we do, especially as it relates to ridding our society of racism and white supremacy that has fostered and perpetuated this violence.
Thì hạt giống để cái phe nó là cái chỉ ấy khoa cái phe cứ như tận chất chắc như như môn để lưu lạc đó là rồi ở bên trong để rồi cứ như chịu hình luôn.
I'm proud to have joined many national and local leaders alike to discuss violence and racism that the Hmong community faces. And I'm proud that Governor Evers designated May 14th as Hmong Lao Veterans Day in Wisconsin.
Cái quý giáo sát hiện tại cũng tao chúng mình cũng chỉ có thể là nó ha giáo sát cho khóa với Governor Evers cũng tính ra rằng cái chỉ khi mà thì cấp lao cũng dùng từ bên mong cho họ tốt cho.
It's not only important that we recognize the dedicated service of Hmong Lao veterans who risked their lives in the Vietnam War and the sacrifice that their families made in coming to the United States.
Bây giờ chủ họ chỉ chỉ ta thì bây giờ chủ bây giờ cũng tốt cho bây giờ tôi để thành để cứ cho văn chế cho cứ tự chế su tự thở tôi chủ để thành tôi cái cho cái phát minh cho bé.
It's also critical that all communities understand the sacrifices these individuals made in service for generations to come.
Chỉ cái hiện mà bây giờ chủ cho tất nhiên nó ha chủ bé ha ban bé bé tê giờ bé ban bé tất nhiên nó sẽ cho được ban cho bé một tập cho nhà tập.
And finally, embracing our diversity makes us better people and better citizens, and by turn, a better state.
thì họ sau nó là để họ chỉ họ ít họ chỉ cứ bé số là đồ ô ít bài nó là để ô cho bé mua số lo ha ô cho bé giờ tôi nhìn số lo sản xuất bán tàu.
So to the veterans, the business leaders, and community leaders, I cannot fully express my respect and gratitude for the contributions of Hmong community in Wisconsin, both here in the state and all across the country.
Mình cho tôi cho mình cho tôi này cứ cho tôi cho mà tôi cho cứ cái tổ sáng của họ lừa ha cho tôi này cứ cho bé cho mình cho chữ cứ cho bé cho bố và bé tê bé tê sẽ tê cho nó là cho mình chữ cứ bố sáng nó em cũng biết số là cho cứ biết số là đúng nhau ok là nó.
So again, congratulations to the Hmong American Center for the opening of this Wood County office. I want to thank you all again for having me today.
Ở trong Hmong American Center, cứ tàu khai lúc tổ chức nó, là chỉ lúc chọn lúc không cần nó, ha ở trong Wood County office đó.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Barnes. Please give him another round of applause. Your support is very important. Thank you, Messiah, for interpreting. Okay, next we have Scott Krug, our State Assembly, District 72. Give Scott a round of applause, please.
So I'll keep it short and sweet because it's a beautiful day outside and we should all get out there. Just a side note, this used to be my office when I was younger too. So I used to actually work right in here. You're going to love it in the summer times because the outside patio is really neat. So, just a citation of commendation from the state of Wisconsin. I want to just read this to you. Known to you by these presents, whereas the Hmong American Center engages in economic, social, and multicultural development, serving as an educational and resource center for its members and surrounding communities through leadership, cooperation, and collaboration. And whereas the Hmong American Center serves as a resource hub, helping to connect its members to a variety of services, including educational support, housing and energy assistance, healthcare, and a host of others. And whereas members of the Hmong community in Wisconsin Rapids asked the Hmong American Center to open a branch in our great city, therefore 2821 East Street South in Wisconsin Rapids will now be the new home of the branch office of the Hmong American Center, which is opening today, April 17th, 2022. And therefore, the members of the Wisconsin State Legislature, on the motion of Senator Patrick Teston and Representative Scott Krug, do hereby congratulate the Wisconsin Rapids branch office of the Hmong American Center on the advent of their grand opening. That's all I have for you today. Just wanted to give you a great thing to hang on your wall and to congratulate you and to thank everybody for being here today. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be here with you.
Thank you so much, Scott. Appreciate that. Next, we have Lee Pautel, our Wood County Supervisor, District 10. Please give him a round of applause.
Okay, nhớ rằng theo trong đây mà cho nền chân chỉ là sự công hồ, tôi là bị bắt sau tôi khi công hồ, nhớ là hồ bên hồ nó, này làm để cũ do lý bỏ thọ là sự từ Supervisor District 10 nhớ là hồ Wisconsin Rapids hồ nó. Bây giờ sự theo bộ trong vấn đề mô lúa ở cả là sự mô lúa sự hợp nào tu được bây giờ là thế, này họ mua này lúc công hồ expand lòng được bây lòng bát chỗ được bây trồng nên trồng trái trồng tin nhớ là hồ rộng rõ nó thế. Sở dĩ để bây giờ là cú giới tôi nhớ là hồ county, hoặc là hồ city đi sĩ cú trong xe theo châu đây gì lên, giờ tôi trong xe cha, từ lúc cái nào bây giờ thằng đông đau rồi, giờ chỉ có gì lên thế lúc còn hồ bây lại chỉ trong xe, rồi mà ba bây giờ tôi tin nhớ thằng nào tới lúc nào giờ chỉ sĩ, giờ lên đấy ở châu đây lúc còn hồ đây đây là ở mà thế. Cho nên cho tôi cho con hồ lo con hồ mình nhớ là hồ nó và lúc nào này tôi ba chỗ ở cái khi tới lúc con hồ nhau nó ba chỗ bây giờ cái tin nên trái như hồ nói này thì cho nên là ở trong đây này sẽ là cũng như chúng mình là đầu thả thế thì cũng thả cái lòn đấyวันนี้sẽ là trong thế đang thời cho staff và tôi về vào sau tôiวันนี้sẽ là trongวันนี้muốn lúc sẽ là muốn đi là cũng được cũng thả cái lòn rồi bây giờ là Yalinda Zonzitandina Yaku, hello Mika Minji. Okay, on behalf of the Hmong community in Wisconsin Rapids of Wood County here, I'd like to give thanks to the Hmong American Center. Sorry. To the Hmong American Center for expanding to Wood County, especially in Wisconsin Rapids, to serve our Hmong population here. And President, right? Okay. And then President of Lao Veterans, Nashua, and then Lieutenant Governor, and Scott Group. We appreciate that they have expanded to this community to help out the Hmong population here, as we've been struggling for the last 10 or so years with our Hmong Association to help out with either translating or going to the hospitals or, you know, whatever services that we used to have, and we do have a Hmong Association. And now we welcome you all to this community with open arms. And like we have talked before, you know, we will do our best to help you guys, but I know in return, the biggest part is having you guys help out us, the Hmong population in Wood County. And so, great, I really want to thank you guys for this opportunity to expand here. And we the people, or the Hmong community of Wood County, and especially Wisconsin Rapids, we appreciate and we are willing to work with you, and we will serve with you. And I know that with this being the first remote office, and us collaborating together, I hope that we can expand this association even further to serve the wider part of central Wisconsin. That's the plan that we had talked about when we had talked about expansion. So I want to thank you, Yilen, especially you and the president, for this opportunity. And what's your name? Okay?
Next, we have Lada Zhong Bang from the Central Wisconsin Hmong Professionals. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you, Lauren. All right, before I start my remarks, I'm just going to say something quick in Hmong. Đôi giờ nét chỉ Hmong thật sự của haiလူHmong chỉ mình cái của khó lưu nó của hai họ mình cả tất sự của hai đó nên bảo tiệt bây chỉ chơi lưu Hmong là bây giờ nhà trong cho nên lưu dân chỉ bây giờ nhà tiền là khá là bán đi ha bây giờ Hmong là hai đi nó sẽ tất sự của khó lưu của hai họ mình cả. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lada Zhang Vang, elected president of Central Wisconsin Hmong Professionals, and it's an honor and a privilege to be standing here today to experience this with all of you, and feeling very emotional, actually. I can only imagine what this will mean to Wood County as we continue to share our stories to enrich our lives and our community. I've seen the power of what a community can do when we pull together to serve and elevate the people who are our neighbors, our friends, our co-workers, and our family. As many of us are a product of the Marathon County Hmong American Center, we stand on the shoulders of our Lao Hmong veterans who fled persecution fighting alongside American soldiers. We've witnessed their dedication and commitment to building the Hmong American Center to be what it is today. They got people into educational systems and the workforce. They helped people get out of poverty and welfare and into home and business ownership. And they helped people become American citizens, all with little fluency in English and education. They did the best they could, leading us to where we are today. The current leaders of the Hmong American Center, like Executive Director Yiling Zhang, his talented team, and the board, continue to build strategic partnerships as the leaders before them did. Their strategy to craft, create, and identify diverse resources to meet the needs of the community by far have made an impact that the community could put no value on. In doing so, their actions and implementations continue to live out their mission as an organization that engages in economic, social, and multicultural development, serving as an educational and resource center for its members and surrounding communities through leadership, cooperation, and collaboration.
As a young professional organization under the Hmong American Center umbrella, we are starved for growth alongside our communities. We understand more now than ever that representation matters, and we are working with intention, purpose, and passion to move people forward and up. When our small to medium-sized communities start to understand that our people give us our competitive edge and differentiate us from our neighboring communities, only then can we start to maximize the human capital and tap into people's potential and truly elevate our community. Sustainability in the next 30 years requires us to be more agile than ever and to embrace each other's differences as strengths. We must do better because we know better. Providing diverse resources and access for people to reach goals and find purpose more quickly will allow community members to contribute back more effectively. The information and automation ecosystem we currently are living in requires us to be proactive as an organization and to shift with the times or be left behind. Pamela Meyer quotes in her book, The Agility Shift, "This ecosystem includes intentional communities of economic actors whose individual business activities share in some large measure the fate of the whole community. It is our collective responsibility to grow the community, to keep it relevant, and to stay competitive." I look forward to what Wood County Hmong American Center has in store for this region in the next 10 years and beyond. Thank you, everyone.
Next, we have Neng Hu Hyun from the President of the Marathon County Hmong 18 Council. Please give him a round of applause.
Okay, 我首先到呢，我路边有那个像我到到被我说，มันตามเขาดีตัว我จะ到governor 到ท่าน说到ประธานเดี๋ยวเตอร์ยีเล่งเดี๋ยวต่อก็พัฒนาบทวันนี้ตัวนั้นยังเชื่อว่าก็จะเจอกูตัวนั้นให้เอาไปเราเชื่อเชื่อตัวนี้ลูกของเขาว่าตอนจะไปเราตรงนั้นว่าที่จะเชื่อที่จะน่าจะจื้อแล้วจะเดี๋ยวตัวให้เอาไปเราเชื่อลูกของเขาไปจะไปสั่งกับไปอยู่ตรงเชื่อที่เนี่ยตอนที่น่ะหัวลูกรันไปหัวน่ะลูกของเขาน่ะอยู่ป้าตัวอีจงที่นึงจะตู้จะเล้าสิริจิปต์ตัวพอไปย้อนแทนตัวละการตัวละเราอยากจะเจ้าตัวละมุมของมุมที่น่ะกูว่าที่จะเชื่อแต่ลูกของเขานี่ว่าป้าตัวนี้อย่าตัวลูกของเขาเชื่อเลยการนี้จะเนี่ยจะตีจะไปจะตีนั่นตัวรันไปนั่นหรอการนี้ตัวตรงเตะเชื่อลูกของเขาที่จะยังมันตัววัช
Elaine, the Executive Director of Hmong American Center.
Thank you, Mary. Can we give a round of applause to our wonderful MC? She's been phenomenal today. Before we start, Executive Director the Hmong American Center, which on share chapel one who know better cut the fin J fin one to each one yet see could then 20 to the Jana. Yearly but that Ohio, Lujana, to Luj Deal on it to show the talk to shatter, Tossali Dana, to Day J Deal, a bishop of Shillot, having in share chapel what those stone G 20 to do. That's when they be your time and say, was actually giving all of her. So we got go to tell you, Taga, go to Tanisha, they should recognize all the veterans for their services as well, too, please. Chitana de Long was actually giving all of her here, not to Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor, if you can please stand to be recognized as well, too. With special one thing, Lieutenant Governor. As I said, Lieutenant Governor, you are always breaking history as being, as I said earlier outside, you're the first statewide elected official that has graced the Southeast Asian community here. I've spoken with many of the elders, so we appreciate you thinking of the Southeast Asian community and being here with us today for this historical event. จิตานิดละกุศลว่าจะตัวประธานหน่อชัวตัวก็จึงจะก็บ้าขนาดก็จะผู้สุดท้ายตัวของเป็นตัวรุ่นเนาะ So I would joke to Ma, or you'll be the first female director of Go Home Walk to Wisconsin United Coalition of Mutual Assistance. May please stand up to be recognized. You need to be recognized. Not only that, we need to recognize our wonderful representative Scott Krug for being here and gracing us with your attendance as well. If you can please recognize, stand to be recognized. And you know, yesterday I was at an event, and one of the most wonderful speeches that were given by the 18 Clan president, Zhong Cai-Van, from Milwaukee. He said that if we're electing individuals, we need to support them despite the fact that we disagree with them or not. And one thing he also reemphasizes that if we support our elected officials, especially if there are people of color, our Hmong community, they will only further empower them to be great individuals. I want to use this opportunity to recognize Supervisor Lee Pao Pao. If you could stand to be recognized as well too. And I can't end it without recognizing Batan or President Lada Zhongveng and Long Batan Ban Yatao for being the President and Vice President of the Central Wisconsin Hmong Professional too. If you two can stand up to be recognized as well too. 是当你到了头我昨天头去做不谈那个项目也到被成日到路上到西扎到路上到 American County 到西扎到我到將嚟俾個意成日到路上即係頭不談那個相嘅必須 recognize 個位應該。出去當你到了康摩路係嘅幫通坐嘅俾咗路上輪住幫通坐嘅幫通坐嘅俾咗之路。 有路上輪住，幫到坐嘅俾咗之路嚟，又俾住我咗俾住我咗地成咗嘅呢種俾路幫 community 已經用聽，talk 但係俾地成咗攞到最難咧，就係 American County 或 Wood County talk 呢出嚟上，俾拿條呢出嚟之後，talk 嘅地成，但係上俾 recognize 咧，但係我們就但係呢個地成咧，上咧 recognize 咧 ，these are the clan leaders who led this organization in our community. We can give them recognition as well. Not only that, I need to recognize some wonderful champions from the Wood County area who made this possible. This would have never been possible if it wasn't for the leadership. Honya, Lamuto, me, Lamuto Sinti, Chia, Mary, and all those individuals. If you guys can please give a wave, we need to recognize them too for advocating in this. And Pao too as well too. If you guys can all raise your hands so everybody knows who you are for your leadership. It was because of your effort that we were able to make this a possibility. Now, it's really amazing that we started this whole, when I came as the executive director of the Hmong American Center in 2016, the Hmong American Center was on the brink of closure, actually. We had thousands of dollars in unpaid taxes. We had thousands of debt that we had to pay back. But yet, the Hmong American Center has definitely changed since then. I'm just so proud, so honored to be able to no longer to be the only staff anymore, but being a staff of 8. If you see any of these staff with a flower on their shirt, please give them a round of applause or thank them as well too for their contribution. They are wonderful individuals. 知道你的頭手呢，我頭先頭我做到 Walkman 咧，而 Walkman 而家攞嚟到做日子啊，嚟籌備呢個 Hmong American Center 呢。Because of your contributions, because of your love, because of what you've done with Project Resiliency, this project was possible. So I really want to acknowledge Walkman for their contribution, and I want to thank Walkman time and time again as well too. So if we could give Walkman another round of applause. And I almost forgot, because this would never also be possible as well too if it wasn't because of my wonderful board members. 我就知道我要 board 他們 board 到七股浪地呢那個 talk 但係 the board members 佢就 advisors 你想佢就個項目嗱你想俾我哋 recognize 到你自己七到自己都做呢個 project 不太明白我就 advisors 你想俾 acknowledge 呢啲人。最近嘅事，佢哋就從呢度呢個 Hmong American Center 從 share chapel 我俾到多人啦，多一個多七呢，俾個班呢，有啲計劃就俾了 J， 但是有啲話就俾了俾個 Hmong American Center 有上屆的呢一下， 这因为我努力去我给摆了去了，超我是的，我多了边呢，边可以做努 Monday， 我做到 Friday 头个，但是做到 block 的边就，因为护知道了就护照路呢，因为护照路了边有摆呢，你可边摆到。Our role is going to be here to help the community here provide sustainable services here to make sure that the Southeast Asian community are being addressed. Their services, the disparities that exist are being addressed. If there's one thing we learned from this pandemic, it's that if we no longer depend on other organizations to make sure that our needs are met, it's up to us as the Southeast Asian community and as leaders to make sure that our needs are met. And that's what we've continued to do time and time again throughout this pandemic. And we are so proud to be able to be here, and we're so happy. And donate the agency. In fact, the share had a more lunacy, so should they who don't be tapping your knob, your banner, turning, any more lunacy law. You won't be your knob here, be your banner, tolling is what y'all. To solid now, we talk about you, John donate tolling to be more concerned, your daughter here, be more cold, yeah, talk and show to be tap, be your banner, the copy back of any more lunacy, be your daily copy, they don't know what they should have Joe or they don't go, they don't know. 只莫一路路有海到有海，我做到你呢有海了有海，我做大力，这是个因我呢是来做到你这给路，你这给把这给多侧边呢个，他个因你目前了，只莫翻了的对，只莫后了的对，个你是我这我呢我做到呢。
Excuse me, so I forgot to tell you guys that I would like to give this opportunity to invite everybody to enjoy the Viscountcy Hmong Veteran celebrations May 14 in State Capitol. We will start at 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock in State Capitol. That is a very important day for our Hmong Laos veterans, and we appreciate for Governor Tories even signed the bill last year and officially into law for recognize our veteran days. That's very appreciated for all you too. Thank you. Yeah, who họ cho nên sẽ cho lo họ sẽ tiếp tục là tất cả những giao tôi cộng tế thế cái chuyện qua trò chơi đó là giờ nên bắt continue chỉ những món hóa nên chỉ bắt continue chỉ bỏ để những yang tới cha nung mấy cột lo nung thế này cũng là bỏ thế cho American sẽ tự cơ của những chân giờ chỉ muốn nung tới là lúc kia này kiếm chỉ giờ thế này phân nói chỉ sẽ tới nung tới ai chơi bé sĩ tua American tới tôi chơi bây giờ tiệp phò mà chỉ cho số đi xa nung số giờ bên tôi ta đi chỉ bên tôi cái gì này vì thế nhớ là chúa họ sẽ là dùng họ thế là mình chỉ xét tại thì cho những mình cả cho những sĩ của bây giờ tôi cho là cho họ tập vấn đề thì bây giờ cho tất cả bây giờ tụi kia tất cả thế này thì những mình chơi nhau cái thế cái mình là chỉ muốn nhầm thầu là chỉ tôi cho những chấp bây thì nung đời nung thế này cũng là bỏ pi chơi thì cho nhớ là cho Việt Nam veteran nu ya lúc bây thì tu vào thiên đường cầu chúa nu đời ya nu là tận sinh chân nhắc cho Sài Gòn nhắc các thế thế nu là muốn là nu là national day thế này thì bây giờ rồi cả này bây nu thế nu đời thế thì chỉnh chân là bây họ nên một con mày á nếu một meaning nhau thì giờ why rồi nu mình phụ thế này okay thì nên mong chơi đông đại mua nhau okay thank you I would like to invite everybody come to join us hopefully see you guys there thank you.
Thank you. I almost forgot the last important part, which was the final ribbon cutting. So, Ma is here. I just want to do a little introduction as well to Ma Vu, my Director of Operations and Communications. Nasaya Her, my Director of Client Services. Cupid is back there. Cupid Tao is one of my program coordinators. Fong Mo is my other program coordinator. B. Lahore is my project resiliency coordinator. And Deborah is not here because she's out on vacation and she's approved and she asked me way in advance. Rusty, my wonderful special projects coordinator and resource specialist. So these are wonderful individuals. If you have any questions, don't really hesitate to reach out to them. But I'm advisor advisor basically we will welcome to cutting here, cutting as well. I want to use my scissors, so that's why. So if you can all count down from 3 with me, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you, everyone.